Welcome to Good Mythical More. We have cleaned out our pantry to determine if there's one company behind all of this. Apparently there could be three companies plus that own everything. And
you had the Triscuits out for the tease shot. You hid the Triscuits.
yeah, I was like, if they see that, they're never gonna come over to Good Mythical More.
Wow.
But you're here now. Ha! Gotcha. You're stuck with some Triscuit content. Tate.
But first, let's play What's the Word? We're gonna guess the definition of mammonism.
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 Mammon is the word for it. That's
mamma, like breasts.
Mammogram.
Mammonism.
Mammonism is when you make up, boobaloobaloobies is a mammonism. It's when you make up a word referencing the mammaries.
I like that, but I believe it's actually like a soliloquy about boobs.
Even better.
If you just talk at length, very eloquently about boobs.
It's a booby poem.
Yeah.
A breast poem.
A boob coup, they might call it sometimes. It's like a haiku about boobs.
And if all the words kind of come together.
A high boob.
A high boob?
A high boob.
If it's hard to say, then it's a titty twister.
Ah, yeah. How does a haiku go? What's the cadence?
5,
5, 8, 5?
3, 27,
5, 7, 5?
1.
Boobs. They are so great. Boobs. Better not wait until it's too late.
You're out.
Did I go too far? Shoot. I shouldn't have said boobs again. Boobs, they are so great. Better not wait until it's too late.
They don't have to rhyme, dude.
Hey,
They
well,
shouldn't
mine
rhyme.
does.
Tell that to the writers in our titles.
What does it actually mean? The greedy pursuit of riches. The greedy pursuit of riches.
That's what I was gonna say. Mammon means money. That's exactly what I was about to say. And then you said boob, because you said boobs, and then all I could think about was boobs.
Yep, I got you. I got you.
I was literally about to say mammon.
You got me with Triscuit content, I got you with boobs.
All right, so we have General Mills over here. We have Mondelez International. We have PepsiCo.
And then we have if it's an independent brand.
And so we have all of this stuff. Oh my goodness,
Well,
what are we gonna do?
We have a number of things that are from the same brand, like Nabisco. I saw a Nabisco over here somewhere. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe I'll pull these out and then we can pull
Maybe
them
I was
back
looking
in.
at this one. Maybe I didn't. Who owns Nabisco?
Honey Maid is Nabisco. So let's put these together.
So yeah, there we go. Those are gonna be together.
And then Belvita breakfast bar.
That
Seems
feels
like,
independent.
Oh, it feels independent?
Doesn't that feel independent?
It does feel independent.
Yeah, let's put everything that feels independent over here.
Fruit roll-ups have tongue tattoos now?
They got everything.
This was my favorite thing to find in my lunch growing up. And what I would do is I would take the whole fruit roll-up and I'd make it into a ball and I'd put it in my mouth and I would just like.
That doesn't feel like a very link thing to do.
And I would suck on it for a really long time. Like a jawbreaker.
It feels like a complete departure from what the intention of the thing is.
I don't think that these, do you think these are made by the same company? Gushers and fruit roll-ups? Gushers were also my favorite. Gushers, the flavors in both of these are just so good, it makes my mouth water.
I'm putting Annie's as an independent brand.
Yep, that feels right.
Something that feels like it just hasn't really gotten its branding down beyond,
do we think Nabisco is General Mills or Pepsi? Now they've covered up anywhere on the back, so you can't cheat.
Nabisco feels like something that Pepsi would buy.
So does Nabisco has been around a long time. I feel like it was General Mills.
Well, I don't really have a reason other than just a feeling.
All right, so we're gonna go with Pepsi. Triscuit.
You know what? I think Pepsi owns Lay's.
That seems right to me. So let's go ahead and put General Mills over here. What do we, I think Chips
Nabisco
Ahoy.
has gotta be, we gotta put all the Nabisco together.
Yep, that's Nabisco right there. Chips of the Hoy.
Chex Mix. There's no like parent
Mondelez.
company.
I have a little piece of information because I read the wiki on Milka. I know that Milka is Mondelez.
But Mondelez used to be.
I think it's Mondelez, by the way. You're just giving it like a nice North Carolinian.
No, but look, there's a line over the E, Stevie. See that?
What does that
Back
mean?
here, we think it's Mondelez.
So why would it have a line? That's a long E sound. That's an E sound. Mondelez.
Chase said,
Mondelez.
Mondelez.
Is a.
It said something about Nabisco.
It is Lee's. We'll talk about this later, guys.
Well, where do you, I don't think Fruit Roll-Ups and Gushers are made by the same people.
What it feels like, maybe they use the same sticky stuff.
Like same factory?
If you can make a Gusher, you can make a fruit roll-up and vice versa.
Which would you choose, though, if you had them both sitting out there, like a little pack? That's a tough choice, isn't it?
Man, because I was gonna say Gusher because you get the extra gush, but then you think about those tongue tattoos you can get these days with the fruit roll-ups.
I wonder.
And I think about how much fun I could have just tattooing my tongue all afternoon.
It's really fun to eat a fruit roll-up.
Well, hey, we can do it right now.
I feel sick from the milk of it, dude.
I know, but what if we just gave ourselves tongue tattoos but didn't eat the fruit roll-up?
Like, I would want a Pepto-Bismol fruit roll-up. That's what I really need right now.
Okay.
Which is certainly something we could create. We did kids snacks for adults. We could do a round 2. Just an idea. Just because I need it.
I feel like Chex Mix it feels Pepsi-ish to me.
I feel like Gushers are Pepsi, and I feel like fruit roll-ups are General Mills. All right, so we've got Bugles, which are, I think Bugles seem like.
Oh, that's Pepsi, man.
You think with Lay's?
Yeah. Don't you think so?
So we're not putting anything on Mondelez.
Off the eaten path. Snacks for the curious. That's independent.
I think that Miss Vicky was bought by Lay's, and I think Bugles were not. I think Bugles just smacks as like a long. It could be Mondelez.
It's America's #1 what?
Bugle-shaped snack.
America's #1 finger hat. America's #1 finger hat.
I mean, if that wasn't written on the package and I said that, you would have laughed.
Yeah.
It would have been a good joke.
Do you have like, okay, so you keep saying I'm feeling, but do you have like, how would you
abilities? I
describe
believe
each
so.
of these parent companies?
Like
vibe-wise?
General Mills, I think of grains. I think of cereals. And then for PepsiCo, Brett told me Lay's was on by him, so now I'm on that train.
I think Pepsi is like something you can get in a machine, like something you can press a button and it drops into something.
Okay.
That's why I don't know how I feel about Gushers being in there, because I don't know if a Gusher can drop out of a machine.
Well, we can. All right. I think that because you said that Lay's were PepsiCo.
I don't know.
Well, dude, I'm
strongly.
hinging my whole thing on this.
I just feel strongly about
that
it.
like Sun Chips I think that Lay's gobbled up all the other chip brands.
Yeah.
And so like Sun Chips, Miss Vicky.
Yep. Smart.
And what else do we have? Of course, we have baked Lay's,
that's Pepsi all the way.
which is Pepsi.
It's all could drop right out of a box.
And then, oh yes, we got a little Pepto. I'm gonna get going with this. Do I chew these or not? It's always
You read the
problem.
directions, and if you open it up and they're pink, you chew them.
Peel back for drug facts. Okay, don't take pills or powders.
It doesn't say that.
Like that's a good drug advice.
But I'm gonna show you.
No pills or powders, kids.
There's been at least 12 times in my life when Link has opened a bottle and asked me, do I chew these or do I swallow these? And I can tell immediately, you do not chew these.
Do I take 2?
Because look at it. It's shaped like a, you probably could, it would probably be no big deal. But like, if they want you to chew it, they put it and make it a little disc. A little disc, you know what I'm saying?
So let's say you're at home, Link, and
And you're still watching? We should keep going?
No. I'm talking about you. Like, I just felt like Rhett had to kind of, like, how does like taking a pill go at your house? Does Christy?
I call him.
What?
I
He
call
calls
Rhett.
me.
Oh. Okay.
I asked
He
Christy.
texts me a
You asked
picture of the
Christy.
pill.
Okay,
and
that's
he's like,
what I was
Do I chew or swallow this? And actually, at this
reason
point,
why
I reply with just a C or an S because it happens so often. C. S.
The reason why I wanted to have children is so when Christy's not around and Rhett's not around, I have other people to ask how to
do things.
take medications. Like I'm getting ready for my older years. It's like I have so many medication questions.
Okay,
You know how when you get a prescription filled and then the pharmacist is like, "Do you have any questions about this?" I'm like, "You don't want to ask me that."
Yeah. Do I chew it or swallow
Do I
it?
chew it or
Is
swallow
my
it?
main question.
Yeah, it's like
And they'd be like,
it's an enema.
yeah, right. Grandma's chocolate chip cookie looks like an independent thing, but I feel like this might be Pepsi because it can come out of a machine.
Bingo.
I love how,
So this
without
right here,
question, you just went
original
along with
recipe,
that.
like Gardettos. This is
is
not.
What is that?
This is like a nightmare.
What have we given to Mondelez?
Nothing.
I don't think they get anything.
I think they have that. I think
You're giving them Gardettos?
I think they have a bunch of international feeling things, like Tate.
Doesn't feel international.
I feel like this is General Mills, and
I think Tate's might be independent.
so the only thing we've given Mondelez is that, and then
Oh,
Triscuit.
Triscuit feels
Do you want
pretty grainy. General Mills.
And do you want to remove? Do you want to move the gushers somewhere before we lock it in? And Stevie, how are you going to reveal this? Good God!
I'm gonna go through each thing. It's really interesting because I was like trying
let's
to
get to that.
see if there was any kind of pattern, and I think Rhett's method is super interesting. Not everything you put there belongs there, but it did help you out a lot. So
Okay.
we'll start with. Well, where do you want to start? Which one do you want to start with?
Let's go with independent brands.
There are no independent brand snacks on that.
Everything's
table.
been gobbled up.
Yeah, and I'm really sad about the I don't know. I'm sad. The Annies seemed like Annies. You're just you're standing alone and you're standing for good. But no, Annies is
Pepsi.
owned by someone.
It gets
Pepsi.
it gets irresistible at some point.
No, I'm going to say that this is General Mills.
Yeah, let's put these where we think
Is
they're
it
gonna
General
go.
Mills?
Off the beaten path, Mondelez.
Well, before I reveal what everything is, I want to talk about Mythical.com.
Oh yeah, we're just getting crazy.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
I mean, we're just doing things we shouldn't even do, giving so many discounts.
20% off everything at Mythical.com. 40% off our psych apparel at Mythical.com. And we have new ornaments, which we've already shown off.
Mine's gone. Here it is.
Get yourself a holiday ornament, the cockatrice and the logo, homie. Also, we're giving Mythical Society discounts, 20% off first and second degree memberships, 30% off third degree monthly. You get so much. That's mythicalsociety.com. And for the discounts on merch, mythical.com.
Belvita, General Mills. I mean, it's so grainy. It says 18 grams of delicious whole grains.
Nothing is independent.
Nothing's independent.
Okay.
Okay, PepsiCo. So Lay's, you were correct.
Okay, good.
Lay's, and then your assumption about Sun Chips
Yeah.
was also correct.
Yep,
And
Miss
your
Vicky?
assumption about Miss Vicky was also correct.
Yes. So now we're just
that
left
all
with
lines up.
we're left with grandma's chocolate chip.
And your grandma's thing is also correct.
Yes,
It's
Rhett.
the
Machine.
vending machine of it.
They
all.
love vending
What about
machines.
gushers?
The one thing that gushers are not PepsiCo.
Yeah, it
the
didn't
one
feel
thing
right.
that's not in the pile that should be is off the eaten path veggie crisps. But you did really freaking well
Veggie
for
crisps?
PepsiCo.
I guess you could put this into a machine.
Well, it's a bag. So, all right, I'll put the gushers over here with fruit roll-ups. That's what I was thinking all along.
So the only thing we haven't, okay, we need to
know, I didn't
reassess.
see it.
We put so much in General Mills.
It's general.
It is general, and they got mills.
They mill a bunch of stuff. The only thing a Mondelez is this. This is right, standing by it.
Which is incorrect.
Then nothing is there.
Is incorrect.
How many things are in Mondelez?
6.
6? Okay. Tate's cookies.
Oh, and I also didn't say.
Just tell us what they
Chex
are.
Mix
No.
For PepsiCo. Chex Mix was hiding, I think.
Were we right about that?
No, you were not right about that.
Oh, put General Mills because it's cereal. All right, put the following things in Mondelez.
Tate's.
Both of the fruit
But
roll-ups
she said
and
this
Gushers.
wasn't correct. What?
Fruit roll-ups and Gushers.
Because it's candy. Yep, we know they do candy like no other.
Bugles.
Uh,
There have to be 6 things, man.
I agree with that. And then maybe Chips Ahoy.
What's that? Annie's. Annie's did a deal with Mondelez.
No, no, nope. I'm not moving.
I could
that.
see Andy.
I'm not
Annie
moving it.
doing that though.
But this stuff right here, this Belvita,
I don't know about this.
that
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there.
Belvita is correct. Yes. And Tate's is correct.
Okay. And?
The others are Chips Ahoy.
Oh yeah, we should have done Chips Ahoy. They love cookies there.
What? And what else?
Ritz crackers.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ritz crackers. Where are they?
In the back. We forgot about them. You're literally touching it.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Ritz crackers or Mondelez?
Triscuits.
Triscuit?
And honey made graham
Ooh,
crackers.
we have really
I
hurt-
think our...
we
Hey,
underestimated
but
Mondelez.
let me say something. My call to put Gushers and fruit roll-ups at General Mills was right.
Yeah, it
I know
was.
my fruity candy.
So both of these, I like the fact that these are made by they're owned by the same company.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I like the fact they're cousins. They're not competitors. They show up at the same family reunion. They just kind of sit in the corner and get sticky together.
Bless you.
And then Chex Mix. The Annie's was bought by General Mills. Bugles. And whatever this crap is.
What are you talking about? You don't like Gardettos?
Never heard of it.
Come on.
Hold on, let me see it. I don't think I would have been able to tell you what they are, but is it those little, like, tangy pretzel things? Bagel bite thing? What is it?
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that it was.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's like super garlicky and
It's
it has
got
the
the
brown
best
chips.
thing from
Yeah.
Chex Mix in it.
Yes.
And a
bread.
lot more of them. What?
Oh, that's good. Gardettos.
I don't like anything else in it though.
How have you both been shielded from Gardettos?
We weren't allowed to have anything Italian.
I wasn't allowed to know about bagels until I graduated from college. Check out our Black Friday sale through November 28th. 20% off items store-wide at mythical.com and discounts on Mythical Society memberships at mythicalsociety.com.